Hey there, Collectible fans, this is Fly Guy for TekSushi.com. Now, I had a birthday recently. I know it's hard to believe, 21 yet again, but there we go. I am one lucky guy. My gorgeous Mrs. Fly Girl managed to get me a great gift. She did get a few hints dropped to her, and we did manage to wait for a long time to try and get one at a semi-reasonable price. But this is what she got me. Blade Hot Toys, one of the figures I've been hunting down for a long time. Just super damn expensive online. A good friend of mine had been to see his in the flesh, his Blade figure many years ago, and just fell in love with it, with seeing it in there, and really realised what a stunning figure it is, and still is to this day. So let's look at the outside of the box there. It's a Blade 2 figure. There was a Blade original figure, but much improved in this version. We've got some artwork on the side there. MMS 113 was the Movie Master Series mentioning. Blade 2 on the back. Now Blade 1, the movie, if you've seen it, is just stunning. Blade 2 kind of sucked a little bit. It had the dude from Bros and a few others, and they all did a good job, but ultimately it wasn't the best compared to the original Blade for me. But thankfully this is practically identical. Blade doesn't differ too much as far as I can see from his original outfit. Now you'll notice one of the names up there is JC Hong. As far as I'm concerned, he's one of the creative producers behind this. When that guy's name's attached to Hot Toys, it basically means it's the mutt's nuts. That guy is one of the best sculptors and designers I have ever seen. And you'll see when we show you the figure itself, it's just, the likeness is off the charts. We've got it, if you haven't seen this, now this is an old figure. It's a good, I don't know, 3 years old, something like that. Something along those lines anyway. 2010, so 3 years old. So it has been out for some time. And the Hot Toys craze only really started just after this guy, 2011. Everybody suddenly started getting into Hot Toys. But this guy is something else to look out for. So look out for JC Hong on some of the figures. He's been behind some great looking stuff, and he's also behind the new RoboCop that's coming out. So wait till you see that. And yes, we've ordered it, so we'll give you a review. Now inside the box, you'll see there are quite a lot of attachments in there. I'm not going to take them all out because we'd be here forever. One of the pieces we get in there, and we do have a Facebook gallery you can look at as well for all this. Sorry, that reflection's really killing it there, but we do have an alternative jacket for Blade. Not going to show you that today. It's basically a bomber jacket. In there you'll also see a couple of other weapons we've got for him. Kind of like knuckle dusters he's got in that classic piece. That kind of curved piece there that we get to see in Blade 1, and that's pretty much it. Everything else is on the figure, so to speak. Now there's an insert that comes inside. Doesn't look too great there, but again, once you see this thing up close, it's happening. So there we go. So you can't get this guy anymore brand new. You have to get him basically second hand from somewhere, and I had to wait a long time to get him for a reasonable price, because people list this on eBay for $1,000. There's just no way I was paying that, so I had to wait for a long time to come down to a reasonable price, and bid. So anyway, thank you Mrs. Fly Guy for getting me this. So nothing else in the box there, really just a couple of sets of spare hands. And again, we're really concentrating on the figure here, so I'm not showing you all the details. A bit of a kind of a guide inside, basically how to remove the hands and change it, and how to put the blade in the Blade's shoulder blade. A lot of blades there in that sentence, but you get the idea. So there's nothing else inside the box. I've got it all on the figure. There is one other piece, which is the handle, if you've seen the movie, which explodes onto people's hands if they're not Blade, and it basically cuts it apart. Watch the movie, you'll know what I mean. That's the only other part that's not on the figure, which, let's face it, we really want to get to and show you, so let's show you. Here we go. So, he is just, to me, the pinnacle of Hot Toys, that has to be said. Just off the charts. And I think, again, because of JC Hong's fantastic sculpt, just that side profile alone, and the hair on him, and the tattoos on the neck, it really makes this figure worthwhile. I'm going to take him off the stand, which is a standard Hot Toys Stand Blade 2 Blade on there, and oops, some other text if you really want to be anal about it, 2010. In the back of Blade we have Blade's Blade. How do you say that? Blade Samurai Sword, let's call it that. So that is sheathed in there, and again you can change that handle off and get that one that basically explodes in people's hands if you want to. You attach that slider there in his back through a pouch on a kind of hook, and off you go. You can pose him with a sword if you want, but it fits in perfectly. We get more of that great looking tattoo on the back. He does have a PVC kind of jacket, which looks pretty good, it has to be said, again for the size and scale of figure, but it's probably the tiniest flaw, if I could say it. It's a little bit plasticky, but I'm not expecting full leather. Certainly, maybe it is leather, I don't know, but it looks a little plasticky to me. But that's his coat. Now, a couple of good, cool weapons we get on Blade. This awesome looking kind of pulse-like rifle, and I believe it kind of cocks back and forth, if I remember. Maybe it's not this one, I thought it did. Yes, it does. Let me take it in his hand and I'll show you. So again, like Hot Toys, most weapons you'll find have this part here underneath, basically where the chamber is. You'll get a little weapons case, and inside, of course, is one tiny, tiny little bullet. That's friggin' awesome, but then again, it should be at the price. So there's the case of that gun, and that goes in. Most of the guns have a moving part on them. I can't remember off the top of my head which part on this moves, but it does move somewhere. Something moves on it. Yeah, we won't break it live on camera, but it's a rather cool weapon that he's got. Pretty stonking, actually, and that fits very neatly in his hand. His other weapons you'll see on there are that curved blade. If you've seen the first movie Blade, it's a sequence in probably the best sequence in the whole movie, where he's in the vampire nightclub and he basically stands in a circular area and he throws that around and smiles as it returns. That's the weapon that is in there, and that basically doubles and folds out and makes that second weapon that he's got. Now these are not removable, you can't detach them, that's just these belt buckles basically for his padded suit there. Once you take that off, underneath is basically just a black t-shirt and the black pants on him. That's trousers for you guys in the UK. And that's it, there's nothing else really on him. We do get some extra bits and pieces down on his leg, and that's some silver spikes to kill some vampires, and another one of those spare weapons on his belt there. I don't think that's supposed to go there, but I put it there anyway regardless. And his boots, he's even got dirt on his boots. It's really all about that facial sculpt as his glasses sliding off slightly. You can see his eyeballs, there you go. But he looks way, way better with these shades on. He also comes with this massive kind of weapon, you'll see it there. Huge gun, and that definitely has moving parts, and that's also got one of these removable barrels, and underneath there is the weapon piece on it as well. It's a stunning piece, it has to be said. Now, if you know Hot Toys, the figure is super articulated all the way throughout, so it's a 12-inch multi-posable body. Everything moves, bends, you know, feet, ankles, everything. So apart from the fingers, that's pretty much the only thing that doesn't move. So it's the same pretty much as every other Hot Toy, but it's just a great looking figure all over. So that's pretty much Blade. But I'd love to know your thoughts on what you think of this guy. Some of you I know have managed to get him in the past, but would love to hear more of your thoughts on it. But he's just a great looking character. One that's absolutely, I don't know why Hot Toys haven't re-released it. They've done some re-releases in recent times. We've had Iron Man being re-released. We've had, he thinks and can't remember, Robocop's being released. Ed 209's being re-released. So I think we need another Blade re-release. Because this guy's just so in demand on the second-hand market. Absolutely in demand all the time. And he's such a stunning looking figure. Again, shades are come off and removable. The hair just looks realistic as well. The facial sculpt again for Wesley Snipes. JC Hong doing a stunning job, or whoever the exact artist is, but he's involved anyway. It's just a great looking figure. 12-inch Hot Toys MMS Blade. I love it. Thank you, Mrs. Fly Guy, and Fly Girl I should call her. And that's it. Love to know your thoughts. Give us a thumbs up, give it a thumbs down. We need to know what you think. And leave a comment below. Excited with this figure? Do you want it? Do you want to? I don't give it away, but are you trying to get one yourself? If you're a Hot Toys collector, please do let us know. Leave a comment below, or you can join us on, you know the drill, facebook.com/TekSushi. We're on Google Plus under TekSushi, and twitter.com/TekSushi is where you'll find lots of news and updates, and we're posting like hell these days, so tons and tons of news and updates, so definitely check it out. That's it. We'll see you for more toys and other reviews coming up soon. Cheers.